If any of you have spoken to a financial advisor before, they will all give you the same spiel, which is manage your wealth, diversify your portfolio, get yourself life insurance, get yourself health insurance, get yourself car insurance, for heaven's sake, I don't know, whatever other kind of insurance there are, blah, 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 pensions as well chucked in there for good measure. You know what's wrong with that, folks? There's nothing really wrong with it. It is giving you the right advice to get you to a peak, a maximum. But the problem is that that is a local maximum. That's not a global maximum. And for the mathematically endowed from amongst you, you will recognize those words, but here's a graph to show you what I mean. It's basically topping you out well below your potential. You're never realistically going to get to become a multi-millionaire before you retire, however aspirational you might be about getting to that goal. It's no good telling yourself that you want an early retirement, you want to become a multi-millionaire, if the mathematics of your career and your life don't lead you to that point. You need to make sure you follow the maths. Your wealth strategy as a whole is something that you have to dictate. The financial advisor, I mean, I'm cussing them, but they're actually great, are useful for their purpose, but this is not something that they will guide you on. This is something that you have to dictate yourself from first principles. Because a financial advisor's entire training is based on not losing money and making sure that you are making a steady increase over time. That's great if you have loads of money, but not so if you don't have that much money. Let me explain the point mathematically. Okay, so let's say you earn $80,000 a year and you save perhaps $20,000 of that every single year. Pretty aggressive savings going on, but let's go for it. You work for 40 years. You also perhaps end up buying a family home. About 400,000 of your savings goes into that. You're left with 400,000 of savings that you take into retirement with you. Let's say that you've invested that relatively prudently over the course of your lifetime, and that ends up getting you to about $1.5 million as your pension pot. Now, let's say you can take out, I don't know, a third of that and go on a few holidays and buy yourself a nice car, maybe upgrade on your home, and then the rest of it you have to leave for your income for the rest of the 30 or so years that you will be in old age. And remember, when you're in old age, your health insurance and all of the health costs go up because, of course, you're elderly now. So that's the good life. You've done the right thing by the book, you've done what the financial advisor said, you got yourself a pension, all the insurance, everything, and you're going to end up with a pretty decent outcome. However, if that is not the end goal where you want to end up, and you actually want to have a different kind of end goal, then you need to change the journey that you are on, because your financial advisor is a great co-pilot on a journey and an aeroplane to a certain type of destination. But your financial advisor is not going to advise you about changing the aeroplane or changing the course and the destination of your journey. That's something that you're going to have to do from first principles. That is where YouTube comes in. Look, I've done a lot of research in this area on what are the key ways that you can actually make some serious money. And I've come up with 3 key ways that do that. This research has been informed by my time in corporate law, by my time now managing venture funds and working with a lot of high net worths and understanding their stories and their backgrounds as well. And the 3 key things are, firstly, you could work in a really high paying job. And usually that looks like it's either in the financial sector or in the tech sector. And in both cases, try and get yourself some equity, try and get yourself some stock options, because as the company grows, particularly in tech, then you're going to really increase your pay packet as a result of that. Number 2, start a company. If you look at the list of the richest people in the world, you will find that pretty much all of them started their own companies or inherited those companies from their parents. Number 3, invest in high risk, high reward investments, also known as alternative investments. Because if you're going to stay in that $80,000 job, you want to continue that life, the only shot you have of giving yourself life-changing wealth is by investing in high risk, high reward stuff. This stuff can really explode and give you that pot of money that allows you to retire early and do the crazy stuff that you might want to do. But remember, with all this high reward does come higher risk. So you need to really properly learn how to manage that. And by the way, if you're not into this stuff, if you don't want to have high risk, high reward investments. If you don't necessarily want to be a really high net worth individual, that's cool. You know, you could lead a really good, happy, fulfilling life without getting into all of this stuff. The purpose of this video is that if you are someone who says, actually, you know what, I do want to make that kind of money, I do want to earn that level of income, and you're not actually aligning your actions with those outcomes, that's where you have a problem. You know, then you need to make a bit of a change. And if you do want to change and adjust your trajectory, it is possible, but you'll have to switch from a Boeing jet to a fighter jet. Different trajectory, different risk reward ratio, different lifestyle, different outcome. That's it for today, folks. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow along for more alternative investment tidbits.